We live in a world obsessed with success. Everywhere we look, we are bombarded with images of achievement and accomplishment. Social media feeds are filled with stories of promotions, awards, and extravagant lifestyles. We are constantly told that we need to be striving for more, doing more, and achieving more. This relentless pursuit of success has created a culture of intense competition and comparison. We measure our worth against others, constantly feeling the need to prove ourselves. We are afraid to fail, to be seen as inadequate, or to fall short of expectations. This fear drives us to work longer hours, take on more responsibilities, and sacrifice our well-being in the pursuit of external validation. But what is the true cost of this success obsession? Are we truly happier and more fulfilled when we achieve these external markers of success? Or are we sacrificing something far more valuable in the process? It is time to step back and examine the impact of this relentless pursuit of achievement on our lives, our relationships, and our sense of self-worth. Is there a different way to approach life, one that prioritizes our well-being and values our intrinsic worth over external achievements? Let's explore the possibility of redefining success and discovering a path to true fulfillment that goes beyond the metrics of achievement. While achieving goals can be incredibly rewarding, solely focusing on external achievements can be detrimental to our mental and emotional well-being. When we define our self-worth solely through the lens of success, our self-esteem becomes fragile, contingent upon constant validation and achievement. This fragile sense of self can lead to a constant fear of failure. We become so afraid of not measuring up that we avoid taking risks, trying new things, or putting ourselves out there for fear of judgment or rejection. This fear can paralyze us, preventing us from pursuing our true passions and living a life that is authentic and fulfilling. Furthermore, tying our identity to our achievements can lead to anxiety, stress, and burnout. We push ourselves relentlessly, ignoring our limits and neglecting our well-being in the pursuit of success. This unsustainable pace can lead to physical and emotional exhaustion, leaving us feeling depleted and disconnected from ourselves. It's time to reclaim our worth, recognizing that true value lies beyond the trophies and accolades. True worth is not measured by the number of awards we receive, the size of our bank accounts, or the accolades we accumulate. It is not about external validation or comparing ourselves to others. True worth stems from within, from recognizing our inherent value as human beings. It is about embracing our imperfections, celebrating our strengths, and acknowledging our shared humanity. Redefining worth requires us to shift our focus from external achievements to internal qualities. It is about cultivating kindness, compassion, resilience, and integrity. These intrinsic values are not dependent on external circumstances or the opinions of others. They are the foundation of a strong and stable sense of self-worth that cannot be shaken by the ups and downs of life. Let's move beyond the narrow definition of success imposed by society and embrace a more holistic view of worth. It is time to recognize that our value is inherent, not earned. We are worthy simply because we exist, not because of what we achieve. Intrinsic values such as kindness, compassion, and resilience are the building blocks of a fulfilling and meaningful life. These values guide our actions, shape our relationships, and provide a sense of purpose that transcends the pursuit of external success. When we live in alignment with our values, we feel a sense of congruence and authenticity. We are true to ourselves and our beliefs, regardless of external pressures or expectations. Cultivating these values requires intentional effort and self-reflection. It is about making conscious choices that reflect our values, even when it is difficult or inconvenient. It is about speaking up for what we believe in, treating others with respect, and showing compassion to ourselves and others. Living a values-driven life is not about perfection or achieving some unattainable ideal. It is about striving to be the best version of ourselves, acknowledging our imperfections, and continuously learning and growing. It is about finding joy in the journey, not just the destination. Section 5. Finding your own path. In a world obsessed with conformity, it's easy to lose sight of our own unique path. We compare ourselves to others, striving to fit into a mold that may not align with our true selves. We follow the prescribed path to success, even if it leaves us feeling unfulfilled and disconnected from our passions. Finding your own path requires courage, self-awareness, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. It's about listening to your inner voice, identifying your values, and pursuing your passions, regardless of external expectations. It's about defining success on your own terms, not based on societal standards or the achievements of others. This path may not always be easy or straightforward. It may involve taking risks, facing challenges, and making difficult choices. But it is a path that leads to authenticity, fulfillment, and a deep sense of purpose. Section 6. Balance, the key to fulfillment. A fulfilling life is not about achieving a perfect balance in all areas. It's about recognizing that life is a dynamic and ever-changing process. There will be times when work demands more attention, times when relationships require more nurturing, and times when personal well-being needs to be prioritized. Balance is about finding a sustainable rhythm that honors your values, your priorities, and your well-being. It's about setting boundaries, making conscious choices, and being kind to yourself when you inevitably stumble. It's about recognizing that you are not a machine designed for constant productivity and achievement. You are a human being with complex emotions, needs, and desires. Honoring your humanity means allowing yourself to rest, to recharge, and to simply be. Section 7. Embracing self-compassion. In a culture that often equates self-compassion with weakness, it is essential to reclaim its power as a source of strength and resilience. Self-compassion is not about self-indulgence or lowering our standards. It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness, care, and understanding that we would offer to a loved one who is struggling. Self-compassion involves acknowledging our imperfections, forgiving ourselves for our mistakes, and recognizing that we are worthy of love and belonging, regardless of our flaws or failures. It's about silencing our inner critic and replacing self-judgment with self-acceptance. When we practice self-compassion, we create a safe and supportive internal environment that allows us to grow, to learn from our mistakes, and to face challenges with greater resilience. We recognize that setbacks and failures are an inevitable part of life, and we learn to navigate them with grace and understanding. Section 8. Conclusion. A life of true worth. A life of true worth is not about chasing external validation or measuring ourselves against the achievements of others. It's about cultivating intrinsic values, embracing our authentic selves, and finding fulfillment in the journey, not just the destination. It's about recognizing that our worth is inherent, not earned. When we shift our focus from external achievements to internal qualities, we unlock a deep and sustainable sense of self-worth that cannot be shaken by the ups and downs of life. We find freedom from the relentless pressure to achieve, and we open ourselves up to a more authentic and fulfilling way of being. Let us embrace a more compassionate and holistic definition of success, one that honors our values, our well-being, and our shared humanity. Let us create a world where true worth is celebrated, not for what we achieve, but for who we are at our core.